Guys, I saw the best film from an indie filmmaker that took the stylistic choice of making every shot look like a heavy metal cover. Is this the upcoming award season, darling? No, it's freaking Thor Ragnarok! Taika Waititi brought the metal to Thor Ragnarok and has completely killed it, making a very fun and festive Marvel movie, but also making something that hasn't quite been done before, much the way James Gunn made something that hadn't been done before with Guardians. He wholly owns Thor visually. Every scene, I literally was like, I'd buy that album. I'd buy that album. I would buy that album. So Chris Hemsworth delivers very well as Thor this time around. We get an aspect of him that everybody loved from day one, and now he's not learning the ropes. We actually get to see a fully confident Thor and what that looks like, and that's really cool. In Thor the Dark World, he was still maturing, and here we have this Thor that owns. He knows what the right thing to do is now. He knows what his value system is. He knows what he stands for, and that's cool. Yeah, that's part of the movie too. He meets up with his good friend Bruce Banner, and an epic fight ensues between him and the Hulk. To quote Taika, to convince Mark Ruffalo to do the film at the press conference, he told us, said that the movie was like Withnail and I for the Hulk and Thor, where they accidentally went on holiday and they have to get off this planet. Guys, I cannot tell you how funny Jeff Goldblum is in this. This is like, he got to improv a lot, so this is like Max Goldblum. Not that there's a guy named Max Goldblum, this is like the max amount of Jeff Goldblum you could anticipate. If there was if this was the size of Jeff Goldblum's head, normally, maximize, yeah, that's maximum Jeff Goldblum. His chemistry with everybody is so cool. It's just it's really hard to get on the same page of this guy's supposed to be the bad guy, because you're kind of like, I like him, why do we hate him? Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie is mind-blowingly good. You have never seen a character like this on screen. I guarantee you that. You can't get into this movie without talking about this being the first part of a 3-part arc for the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo talked about it at the press conference. Got a little bit of footage of that. He said that they sat down, him and Kevin, and we said, what would be the Hulk movie we would want to make? What's the standalone Hulk movie that we would want to make? And they worked it out, and they said this, and then this, and then this. And then Kevin said, okay, that's the Hulk's part of Thor, Infinity War, and Infinity War Part 2. If you thought the hand effect coming out of the backpack and what we do in the shadows is cool, you're gonna flip for the fight between Bruce Banner and the Hulk. And I'm saying that right. Bruce Banner and the Hulk get into it. Loki returns, and Tom Hiddleston has to totally go with the wig, and this is the most autopilot I think Tom Hiddleston's been in the role of Loki. He's very comfortable in the role, and there are certain beats where he gets it, but I feel like he's kind of toned it down from where he was. Hela, man, she is looking hella good, so I'm gonna keep on dancing. How many videos have made that joke? How many dads? The female characters in this film are awesome, and they kind of stand out a little bit more just because they have more depth than most films. That doesn't mean that they didn't skimp on the backstory, because the backstory is paper thin. However, Cate Blanchett owns as Hela and looks great, really, really amazingly bought into everything she was doing. Talked at the press conference about how she did her homework on Hela, read all of the comics, made sure that she referenced cosplayers. If you're a cosplayer right now and you've done Hela, odds are Cate Blanchett checked out your Hela and she was like, Hela yeah! The only place where I feel like a missed opportunity might be is in the soundtrack. Now me, every time I saw one of those epic scenes, I wanted a Jim Steinman song to bust out and get a little bit of that Meatloaf, Bonnie Tyler vibe. Is it flawed? A couple times, yeah. But is it amazing that it got made? 100%. Daryl the Roommate better be on the Blu-ray. That's all I'm saying. I'm Brian, and this has been WizPop!